We'll give him a little dinner and see if we can
That's a cherry.
get that dirt on it.
It's an animal world out there. Watch the World Animal Awareness Society channel and feel right at home. Come, sit, subscribe, and stay a while. Around the world, wherever there are dogs in peril. Wherever there are dogs in peril, there are always dog saviors. Follow World Animal Awareness Society cameras as we uncover heroic scenes from around the world. People who can no longer stand by watching and doing nothing as innocent creatures suffer. This is the Dog Saviors.
Got you, Mama's got you.
36 and 37 are the longest stays. Today may be their last day. That's 37, and the two longest stays are 36 and 37. Today may be when she gets euthanized, because we can't find anybody to adopt or foster. Friendly, dog friendly, people friendly.
So
this dog has probably been here a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. She's about 21 pounds, friendly, dog friendly, people friendly, and about, I'd say, a year to 2 years old. Yes, we do. We walk them twice a week and dog test them and pet them and do their vetting when they come in. Across the nation, dogs are getting returned, or they're picking up more strays across the nation. So the rescue groups up north that used to take our dogs have their own to worry about. So everything's kind of backlogged the way we used to do it. So we're looking for Texas fosters or adopters, but times are tough and they're hard to find. It's very tough.
Numbers are just not in anybody's favor right now, are they?
No. And we scratch all surfaces trying to get, fosters, but sometimes just not in time.
And I know you go through this a lot. This has got to be where the burnout comes in.
Yes. And then you see more coming in, and you go through the same process, and they're not all happy endings. So, but we do relish in our happy endings.
Yeah. And then we're going to go do something else. The reason why we're here with you today is because of why?
We have a dog that came in on Monday, which is 3 days ago, with we don't think he has an eye, but we're going to get it assessed. So it looks pretty bad. It's either hurt or he doesn't have an eye. And so he's had some trauma in his life. Yes. You've been out already, buddy. He's been out already. You're such a good boy.
Hi.
Such a good boy. See if you load up. Let's see if you load. Let's load. Ready to load? Let's load. Load up. Load up. Oh, I think you have been in a car before. Let's try it. I'm going to leave that on you because you're strong. Use a good... This office visit is to see what we can do to help this dog with this eye. That looks like it's been injured, but it may be an injury he's had for a while. We are just here to assess his eye to see if, to let the rescue know what's going on, so that if a rescue wants to pull, they'll know kind of the monetary amount, what it's going to take to fix him or make him comfortable.
Yeah. And again, probably the thing is, you only got a very...
And we've only got a short period
amount
of time before he'll be on the youth list. And, oh yes, they're very sweet. And the cost for medical care sometimes is one of the factors, of course. So we just have to find the right rescue for the dog.
Well, I know Dr. Bubba was trying to communicate to us that, maybe we can use the idea of telling stories about the dogs to help raise money for their care.
That's right. Hi, buddy. Come on, let's go. pretty puppies here.
Let's go check your weight. Come on, Angel. We need to go see what you weigh. I know. I'm coming with you. I'm coming. Yeah. There you go.
There we go. Let's go.
Up, up. I know. She just cleaned it, so there's not too many smells. I know you still got it. 67.6. And then Bubba's in there. Okay. Come on, sweetheart. Let's go. Come on.
All right, let's look at your good eye first.
So why don't you tell me your name and who you got helping with you?
My name is Bubba Cundy, and this is Crystal Gillette. We're looking at Mr. Sampson here.
Come on.
Come on, bud.
I know. I want kisses too. Hang on.
Wiggles, hold still. Your new name is Wiggles.
Wiggle one eye.
Right. Yeah. So. Let me get a little dead nerve, see if we can
That's a cherry.
get that going.
Necessity's the mother of invention, so
And it looks different than when I was in here last.
more clutter now.
Nah.
Okay.
So,
You wanna come on
you want
this
to
side?
grab a little cotton swab there, and we'll see if you can pull this little gland out of the way here so we can take a better look.
You cannot eat them. They're not food. Oh, is that cold?
There you go.
Is that cold?
Dead, a little deadener on there too. Alrighty.
Hi, baby.
I'm gonna hold his eye open if you can just pull that third eyelid gland, that nicotine's out of the way right there. Just push that down towards you. There you go. Now. Yeah, so it looks like he probably had a puncture to the eye that actually caused the vitreous and all the fluid of the eye to expel, and then it just collapsed and healed on itself.
Okay.
Because you've got all the conjunctival tissue kind of collapsed in like a sinkhole, and then that's why you see the cherry eye or the third eyelid gland floating to the surface, because it can't be anatomically in its normal position anymore. So some dogs are born with these things. Looking at him, since he has all normal anatomy around it, my suspicion is that he probably got some type of trauma to it, puncture, laceration, you name it, that caused the eye to rupture, vitreous to drain out. Cornea's healed over. You can still see a little edema in there, but the eye is going to be really non-salvageable.
Right.
You can see into the specialists, you know, they can check retinal integrity and everything like that, but the eye's done what it's going to do. The good thing is even though it's collapsed like that, it's draining naturally. The tears are still going out the nasolacrimal duct and not draining out the outside. You know, you see the little dogs where they get the old runny, dirty eyes and they call epicora. And his is functionally fine. I don't see any infection in it. Everything looks good.
So it's like a functional plug. That just
Basically, Mother Nature healed itself, and anatomically everything still functioned the way it should, just lack of the eye. So the recommendation is usually to go in there and remove the eye itself, but if it's not causing any problems, let sleeping dogs lie. I do want to try, if he'll hold still, I do want to try to check his pressures in the left eye to make sure it wasn't secondary to a glaucoma or something like that. That could have been contributory if it was non-controlled and got refractory. And that's something to worry about too. Anytime that eye collapses on itself, my assumption is looking at it, you know, he's not producing the vitreous humor in there anymore, otherwise this thing would be standing back up.
Right.
But if this is something fresher than what it looks, there's a chance that this eye could start filling back up, and that architecture is abnormal up front. It doesn't have the little drainage pattern. It's got like a little drain up front they call trabeculae where the fluid drains out. That can cause a secondary glaucoma, and the eye could fill back up and build pressures. Then it does need to be removed at that point. But if it stays like it is now, he took care of his own.
He's missing a canine and some. Yeah, he's
Missing a
this
canine
down
too?
here.
Other side, opposite side.
Yeah.
They could talk.
So if somebody adopted this dog or a rescue took him, they could adopt him out just like this?
Yes.
Or do they ever salvage that?
No, you have to take all the internals out,
Got
otherwise
it.
there's still being secretory in there.
Gotcha.
So that's the thing is, you know, he could be prone to conjunctivitis and infection because there is a cavitary area in there. So foreign material, debris could get in there and it could cause that type of infection. So if he does play somewhere, you know, I would say one, just monitor it. If it's happy,
Right.
let sleeping dogs lie. Two, if it seems to get kind of a little discharge from time to time, just using a natural tear replacement or something to try to flush and irrigate, just nothing medicated. And if it says take the red out, stay away from it, because that means it's got a vasoconstrictor or something that's going to dry things up, and then would continue to be problematic. Then the best thing for long term would be to have the eye removed for the enucleation.
So if I'm a used car salesman, though, how would I put that? Because that doesn't sound too good, too great if I'm looking to adopt this dog. It's like, oh, fun, great, perfect. Yeah. So give me the used car version.
Well, like I said, right now everything looks pretty happy on this. There's a lot of dogs around with one eye that they've had previous trauma. They weren't addressed or treated initially, and the eye, body, and stuff heals itself into the most, I guess, natural form that's not problematic for the animal. And the good thing too is he's not causing any self-mutilation. A lot of times they'll be rubbing at it, they'll be traumatizing itself. That's another reason to have removed. So right now it looks like it's going to be pretty easy maintenance. It's just that we don't know, is this something that's been there for a year and a half, 2 years, or is it something that happened in the past 2 to 3 weeks?
Right. So what you're saying is this used dog actually won't cost him a whole lot more. It's actually going to cost him less because he knows how to self-heal and take care of himself.
I think it's going to cost him more than peanut butter, as happy as he is. Want to lick and play? Isn't that right, huh? Make a name for you too, peanut butter. All right. Hold still. One more time.
I think he's happy to see you.
Oh, yep. Yeah. He ain't got a treat yet. 22 and 24. All right, we're good, bud. Very good. So I think right now you can let sleeping dogs lie on that one.
All right. I missed my photo opportunity. I'm going to take one.
Here, come here. Come sit. Come here. Come
I was
sit.
listening. I should have.
Sit. Sit. No.
Hey,
How do
buddy.
they sit?
Peanut butter. Peanut butter.
Hey.
Peanut butter.
He's a good boy.
Good boy.
Boy.
Okay.
I don't have it. Look, I know your nose works.
Just a little movement, but we got it.
See those chops.
Yes, it's this bottom left. I know you don't like it. People to look at your teeth. And then upper incisors. Kind of the middle ones are missing.
Oh, yeah. You like to chew on your kennel sometime, didn't you?
Is the tooth completely gone, or is there still a piece? Okay.
That's a gum margin flush. Same thing on the incisors.
Maybe it's in somebody's tire like your dog.
That's true.
Stethoscope here real
Sit.
quick.
No, sit.
Yeah, it's like, right, was that just the dog at one point in time having too much fun, or was it something that was...
Usually that's them being kenneled too long or, pinned in somewhere as they're trying to get out, so they're going to use the front teeth for the apprehension and grabbing, and then they'll be chewing at, maybe a wire kennel or something like that, trying to get out, and they'll disrupt those teeth like that and
He likes to love with his mouth. Not me right here. Explain it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just like to love with your mouth a little. They're gonna have to be careful. Don't head.
So, Dr. Bubba, being the, in essence, the family doctor for everybody's pets here in the Marion area, you're just not a doctor. You kind of got to be an eye doctor, a dentist. It's like proctologist, right?
Jack of all trades, master of none. That's exactly right. And you got to be species specific too, because one product you can use in one species and not safe for the other. The anatomy's different. The kidneys are different. Hearts are different. Everything varies from species to species. Hindgut fermenters versus monogastric. So you got to know a lot on the trade. Good boy.
So no glaucoma.
No glaucoma. Perfect pressures
Yay.
on there. So
Perfect.
good to go.
Good boy. I love it.
You want it on the front seat?
Sure. You ready to go back? I know you don't like this. Okay.
Dad, I hear you're recording for the World Awareness Society. What is that?
Yeah, you mean World Animal Awareness Society? Well, I'm a volunteer with the World Animal Awareness Society, Emerson. I volunteer my voice for use in animal rescue videos. And I don't know if you know this, but everyone at the World Animal Awareness Society is a volunteer.
But what do they do?
They're award-winning volunteer filmmakers who have interacted with 2,200 animal welfare nonprofits, including Maddie's Fund and Austin Pets Alive, providing information-rich content to more than 45 countries in the last 10 years.
Dad, what's that mean?
Okay, Em, how about this? They make short movies about animals that are in peril, that are hurting, in bad shape or dying, or homeless in the streets. They film rescuers doing heroic work so they can focus on saving lives. The World Animal Awareness Society posts the rescue videos on social media, and then they're broadcast on TV, sharing the heroic stories with people all over the world so they can understand what's really going on.
Cool. I like animals. How did you start volunteering?
Well, I met their director through social media and saw the work that they were doing and knew that I could help their cause. So I asked if I could volunteer. I am very fortunate to have really great jobs providing the voice to so many shows that I believe it's important to give back. Since I've been volunteering with the World Animal Awareness Society, they have created the 7th most influential YouTube channel for dog rescue lovers in the world, WA2S Films.
That's so cool. Hey, Dad, nice job. Do you think I could volunteer too?
You already are, Em. You already are.
You're watching the World Animal Awareness Society.
Yep, that'll do, Emerson. That'll do.
You're watching the World Animal Awareness Society.